DLC characters. Sorry, 6 that we don't know of, so maybe. But next up on stream, we're going to have Castiel versus Ghost Police.
I'm not sure who Ghost Police is playing these days. Do you know?
Firestorm, I believe he's playing.
Oh yeah, you're right. I remember now from the preliminary event. You're correct.
I think Firestorm, between you and me, is really good against Deadshot.
I don't know. I haven't really seen that much of enough to comment on it. But...
So I played a lot of Firestorm when I was going through my character crisis, and Firestorm has a lot of tools to get around Deadshot zone. As I said, he's got an air dash, but he has the fastest projectile in a fighting game, ladies and gentlemen. Not just in Injustice, it is one of the fastest projectiles in any modern fighting game that you can play at 3 frames. His EX Fireball, even though it's a high, is 3 frames.
It's pretty ridiculous. Is that faster than Green Lantern's meter boom?
His is 6 to put. His is twice as fast. It's literally. It looks like a beam. It is literally one fireball, but it looks like a beam. It is ridiculous. I love it.
It's alright. He'll be nerfed soon. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway,
nerfed? Please don't nerf my character.
I thought your character was Catwoman.
Gonna be Poison Ivy after we have a chat after this.
Yeah, no, mate, she's mine. You can back off. Anyway, we're gonna get into this next game. Yeah, it's gonna be Castiel and Ghost Police.
I can imagine this is gonna be Batman versus Firestorm or Deadshot versus Firestorm.
I think Castiel will go for his Batman the first game, and then the second that he finds himself on the back foot and down again, he'll go straight to Deadshot.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't, purely for the streams. I feel like we lost a few viewers on the stream because of the Deadshot.
I mean, can you really blame a man for giving himself the best chance he can to win?
No, I mean, to be honest, if I was entering these, I'd be playing Deadshot. Sorry, did I say it that loud? Sorry, please, Chris, please don't take me off air. I apologize. Please don't take me off air. I take it back. But as you can see, he is hovering Deadshot already, and we're going to see, as I said, the Firestorm pick coming out from Ghost Police. I love Firestorm. He's got some... Oh, he's got the full helmet and the silver. Boys, Ghost Police, best Firestorm. Purely off aesthetics, ladies and gentlemen. Best Firestorm.
Fighters approaching Fortress of Solitude.
I'm disappointed the shaders don't change the color of his flames as well, but I guess that ties into his trait, so they can't really do that.
It would have to change his trait colors as well. What are your thoughts on this matchup? Well, it's not this matchup, but the play.
I don't know, Ghost Police is a really solid player. He played Sector a lot back in MKS after he came out. I'm not sure he played before that character came out. Castiel obviously very dominant on the preliminary event, very strong player in the scene. I don't know, they're just both 2 really strong players.
Definitely, and what I like here, as you can see, Castiel knows this already. He's not just going for the random spam of fireballs, because he knows that Firestorm can actually compete. Uses the forward 2-1-3 string, goes for the raw overhead as well. That overhead is really tricky. No punish coming out on the low grab. You can see as well, forcing him back full screen. However, that's the thing that I think that makes this matchup okay. He's got an air dash, and just like that, goes for the overhead again. Trying to condition Castiel, but isn't actually making good reads on the forward movement of Castiel. Is going to actually land the low flame, but doesn't go for the EX to get the full conversion. You can see now Castiel sitting in that full screen. Goes for the air dash. Can't get the whiff punish either. Goes for that meter burn fireball. You can see, you barely even saw it on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Goes once again. Goes for that meter burn fireball. 140 damage. Goes for the trade activation. I like this. Is going to go for the 50-50 as well. So that low shot that Firestorm can do can be delayed, and then once it is EX'd, you get like literally double dash into like health pack activation into a back 3. You are stunned for so long. As you can see, Ghost Police already trying to make his way and trying to make a hard read. Go for the overhead once again into the corner. What's he going to do? No, Castiel is going to down one him out of it. However, really close from Ghost Police. I like the way he's approaching this matchup, Myri.
Yeah, he has him in the corner now, so he's going to be able to get something off that if he can make his way in and actually start pressuring in. Does get the trade with the fireball and the bullet though.
My main problem with the fact that if you're in the corner, then Deadshot can just jump out, and then you're in the corner against Deadshot, and you have to guess on 50. However, you can see though, using that back 1-2 up 3 into the full combo, and just like that, does get a trade, but those trades are in Ghost Police's favor because he does stay a little bit more plus because of how much it is. Tries to make a hard read on the airway, however, does get grabbed for his trouble. Castiel pushing him into the corner, yes he does, and as I said before, now you got to guess on some 50-50s. Fantastic meter burn roll coming out from Ghost Police. I thought it was the wake up. Goes for the raw back 1-2. That's forward invites him into overhead and is going to catch him as well. Tries to go for Unclash, but does drop the end. It does actually activate the trait. Now, when Firestorm is in trait, he does a lot more damage. A lot of his actual launches, including the overhead, a lot of his strings, including the overhead, do become meterless launches and does actually force the clash. But the main thing with Firestorm is that he actually gets health back. So he is going to be healing over time, and just like that, Castiel decides to spend 3 of his own bars, knows he doesn't need them, and goes for this. Does actually manage to tag him with the low again. Is he going to go for Unclashable? Yes, he is. Pushes him away. Tries to go for the air dash, tries to chase him down. Does actually manage to somehow whiff the down one, and can he get the full confirm? Yes, he does. And that is going to be Ghost Police clutching it out with 5 health against Castiel's dead shot. Wow. What do you think of that, Murray?
I'm I'm stunned is what I am. I couldn't believe it. When that down one whiffed and Ghost Police just got the punish on it, and then, I mean, smart choices were being made there, going for that unclashable damage twice in a row. I mean, it's just crazy when you see someone come back from a pixel like that. Something else to note about that is that when he had his level 3 trade up Ghost Police, actually, I believe it removes it completely when the clashes pop, so that was unfortunate for him, but I mean, he pulled the win out, so, you know, who can complain?
I'm not sure if it's just completely removed or the fact that the amount of time the clash takes just uses it up. But I do know that with a lot of things in this game, if an animation like a end of round or a clash comes through, a lot of things disappear, like Dr. Fadonks, for example. Anything you've summoned disappears as well.
Yeah.
But here we go. This is what Deadshot wants to do. Just sit back in zone. Ghost Police trying to be nice and patient. Walk his way forward. Actually, that's the thing about Injustice though. So most games you have to hold back to block lows, but in Injustice you can actually just hold down. So when you're crouch walking forward like that, assuming you hold down at the right time, you're not going to get caught by those lows. You are still going to be blocking them. But you can see now, Castiel does make an adjustment. Tried to go really aggressive in that first game, but this time is actually trying to work his way and does actually get a full punish on that. And he drops the end of the combo, but is just going to use the low shot to take it.
To chip him out, yeah. You know what doesn't make sense about this matchup? Is that fire bullets hurt Firestorm.
Oh god, let's not start on this, because man, if we get started on stuff like this, let's try not to start logic and fighting games. You can see Ghost Police is going to get the full confirm into the restand as well. Goes for the grab, and that's going to be Castiel making a hard read on that low slide. Is that the low slide? No, that's just back 3, isn't it?
Back 3, yes.
You don't see it very often. But Deadshot's back 3 is actually really good. Low profiles a lot of things, but he just doesn't use it, because why would he? He's got bullets.
Yeah.
Ghost Police tries to get a good whiff punch with that back down 2. But he's just miss times a little bit. Does actually activate the trade as well. As you can see, his life slowly ticking back, but Castiel's just got those bullets on. He uses the fire bullets as well just to do DOT, and you can see as well. Oh, I thought you can actually time that air dash to actually get over the whole thing, but wow, Castiel shoots him out of the start off of a 3-frame move. That's going to be Castiel taking a second game, tying it up 1-1. How does Ghost Police readjust?
I mean, we could see in the first game it was very even. This game was just a case of Castiel got that life lead and he played that zoning game that he wants to play. I mean, it's, you know, Ghost Police just getting caught by the bullets, unfortunately. He's just got to play that game. Just like everyone else.
Yeah, I feel like when you're playing Injustice, there are 2 options. You're playing Injustice or you're playing Ghost Deadshot. like Deadshot is a matchup that you really need to just lab. You need to be like, okay, these are my options against certain things. But you can see Ghost Police, he knows how to get in, he knows that he can get over certain things, and goes for a raw overhead there. And it's actually, wow, off a trade as well. He's actually able to activate that fire. He's going to get the full combo as well. It does actually drop the ender, however, it doesn't use the close one. Probably a little bit of a input error coming out there, 350 damage as well. But he did actually activate that, I don't remember what it's called, the flame activate? Flame on is what I'm going to call it. He did manage to get the flame on, and that actually gives him, similar to the box again, he gets reduced chip and a variety of other things as well.
And that also changes with what level his trade is at as well, I believe, when he activates it.
Yes, I agree. I believe he actually gains extra trade. Wow, what a whiff punish though with the down back 2. Back down 2 coming out. Doesn't actually get the full combo as well. And you can see there as well, that overhead bounced him off, was able to get a second one, was actually able to get a full conversion, but just manages to drop the ender, sadly. Really good stuff. Ghost Police really showing how well he is in the neutral here, and does actually manage to take him with a 4-3, taking the first life bar as well.
Maybe it's just the Fortress of Solitude. Maybe it's just the stage that's giving him the edge.
Yeah, I agree. Maybe he just needs this stage. It's like his stage. Wow, and just like that, Castiel caught not blocking. He's going to get caught with a full combo as well. These hurt from Firestorm. Does just go for the activation instead. I think that's really smart, except for the fact he's only got 3. So that is going to be Castiel tying it up though. A little bit of a life lead for Ghost Police, but it is Deadshot. That's the other thing. And just like that, this is going to get tagged into the 50-50 game as well. Castiel drops the combos. Doesn't even need to know the combos. It's Deadshot.
Yeah, it's one of the interesting things about that character, because most of the time in fighting games, when you put your opponent in the corner, you use it to your advantage. But when you're playing Deadshot, it just means that you've got a whole screen behind you to back up and shoot bullets at your opponent. So you've got more options than a normal character would.
What I like here is the adjustment Castiel's making now. As he's been playing, he's going for those air bullets as well, because they're going to completely make the back down 2 whip. But however, you can see really good stuff coming out from Storm. However, a little bit too much recovery, and that's going to be Castiel taking the third game 2-1 his way, but Ghostface showing signs of life.
Deadshot wins.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not
I
sure
love
what
Firestorm,
the...
man.
Yeah,
I love Firestorm.
I'm not sure what the real trick here is with this matchup. It's just the case that he's just taking that zoning too hard. I would like to see him, because there have been times during these games that we've seen so far where Ghostface does have a life lead, and then he just isn't patient enough with it. He just doesn't take that time to get in. And of course, you want to balance that with actually getting in fast enough that Deadshot isn't able to build a bunch of bar. But if you have that life lead, you can afford to be careful.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like and I agree completely. Ghostface had a very large life lead during that, and he went a little bit ham. Now he was cornered, don't get me wrong, but as you said, just damn one war coming out here. But yeah, you just need to play patient. That's a good mindset just to be in. If you're ahead and a fantastic down back 2 coming out as a whiff punish, he knows this matchup really well, and he's going to get the full confirm as well. Into the restand, 360 damage for his trouble, as well as goes for the throw. Into that instant, I love that fireball, it just appears. It's actually quite difficult to meet him because it is so quick. You can see now, Ghostface, as you said, is sitting on that life lead. Deadshot is going to be putting on a bar, but he can just afford to be a bit safer. He doesn't need to approach so fast, but is going to tag him with that back down 2. And just like that, he's going to get the full corner combo. This isn't going to be enough to kill, I don't believe, but he's going to the setup will be. Goes for pressure that time, blocks the low, however, down 1 into the grab. Fantastic grab tech coming out from Castiel, does get tagged with overhand, this should be enough to chip. Baits out the reversal as well, but just actually gets caught with the raw fireball coming out from Ghostface. Fantastic life lead coming out. How does he need to win from here?
I've just been doing what he's been doing, honestly. You can see now he's trying to trade his fireballs with Deadshot's bullets, and it's just not something that he can do. Even the really fast, the free frame high fireball that he can do, he can't really trade that even, just because of the low recovery on the Deadshot straight shot that he has.
Yeah, that's the only thing that, like, the recovery on straight shots, the only thing in my opinion that should be adjusted slightly. But even then, like, think Jackie Briggs. Jackie Briggs just shot more bullets.
Yeah, definitely. It's also the trick with that move with the meter burn fireball, like you saw just there, that it is a high, so it's still a little bit dangerous to commit to spending bar when you might not get anything off it if the shot's just crouching and waiting for it.
I agree, and the other thing as well, the way Deadshot can really control this matchup is if he uses... Oh, however, it does actually tag him with a raw overhead, and he's going to get the full confirm, forcing the clash out of Castiel. Sorry, what I was saying was, Castiel, if he makes a read on a fireball, he can commit into low shot, like the low rifle, and they'll actually completely low profile all of his stuff. However, he can get caught with that, which is the other thing. But here we go. Castiel actually, he does get the bullets, so you can see how far back on the screen he gets pushed. A fantastic thing coming out from Ghost Police. He's going to get the full confirm into the restand. This should be one mix-up. No, it doesn't go for the restand. And really good stuff. We're actually baiting out that wake-up coming out from Castiel, but now he's got the screen behind him. Ghost Police really needs to either clash something or get a hard read. Oh, just like that, he's going to get taken down. That did combo, but it pretty much looked like it did. And that is going to be Castiel taking it 3-1, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, it was a smart decision by Castiel to use that clash when he did.
Yeah, Castiel
gave him the room to breathe that he needed to take that game.
Castiel, a man of many smart decisions, but we are actually going to have now Castiel versus Wasminator in winners finals. But before we get to that, do we have people in the losers bracket? We have some people slowly making their way through the losers bracket. So let's get Wasminator versus Castiel on the stream. And then from there, we will move down into that losers bracket. I hope you guys are having a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for joining us, and please